Alright, hello everybody. Today we're gonna try to revive my channel kinda on this game. I really like this game and maybe I can start posting it again. It's back when I used to post on AOPG, it got boring and I didn't know what to post. So found the game that I wanna post on and yeah, I thought I'd give it an attempt. So today I'm trying to show you guys how you can kind of level up your progressions pretty much pretty quickly. So this is assuming that you can one tap most of the people at your area. Maybe not the boss, but whatever area you're at, you know, trying to show maybe grind spots, I guess, where you can get a lot of points. So the first power, it's not a progression, this one, is your dragon race right here. Um Pretty much all you just need is them dragon token things. A good spot for this is to stand right about like here, I guess, and turn your auto clicker on. Now, you might not be able to get the fourth one, depends on your range, but my range is pretty big. So as you can see, I can hit all four, and you'll be able to get your Dragon Race tokens. As you see, I just got 20 of them. So that's 2 spins. Pretty simple. That's a pretty decent spot. So if you want to do higher level enemies for more money, there is also a spot right up here where you can hit, I think it's, yeah, right here. You can hit 2 of these guys and they give more money. So you'll get more money from that. Then there's also another power located here, which is the Saiyan progression. I think, oh no, Saiyan evolution. This one here. So you just need the Saiyan evolution tokens. Pretty straightforward. The best spot is actually right here. Now there's 2 of these spots. There's one over there somewhere. Yeah, right there. Alright, so you can use either or because somebody might be using the spot. But depending on your range, you might only be able to hit 1 or 2 of these. But I can hit maybe all 4. Yeah, I can hit all 4 if I position it right, as you can see. But this will give you your Saiyan evolution, because this guy gives 7 Saiyan evolution, he gives Saiyan evolution, and yeah, they all give 7 Saiyan evolution over here. Alright, well, that's pretty much done with this world, so we'll go on to the Windmill Village. Now this one's a little bit more complicated, because you have your hockey progression. Actually, I haven't looked this up. That's it. So, you have your hockey progression, which is pretty much the first progression style thing in the game. Then you got your swords, which you have to go to the other worlds to kind of like use this thing. Right here, you got your first tier, second tier, third tier. But we'll get to that later. Then you got your pirate crew tokens, and then you have your sword exchanger, which most people won't be using until they're extremely high level. So, starting off with pirate crew, this one's pretty straightforward. You can get pirate crew tokens from most of these people, so I like to find the one that gives me the most money, which is, I think it's Sanji, right? Yeah, it's Sanji. So you stand in between the middle here, and yeah, Sanji will drop those pirate tokens for you, and he'll give you the sword tokens, and your hockey, I guess. So that's pretty useful. You can use those. I recommend getting at least Mythic or leveling up your progression pretty high before going to the next island. Whatever island you're on, just get Mythic for everything. So when you're done getting whatever sword you want, upgrading your hockey to what you want, and getting the pirate crew that you want, hopefully Mythic, you want to come up here and you'll see the devil fruits area. So here you usually just want to shoot for Phoenix and Quake fruit. Dough fruit's pretty decent, but it's like usually you'd want to prioritize the energy over the damage when it comes to things like this. So the best spot is up here. Right here, you have good enough range, you can get all of them. If not, then you could get like the boss and one other. Say your range is kind of short, then you can stand like right here and get the boss and Zoro. Yeah, this gives sword tokens and haki tokens as well, but it does not give the pirate crew tokens, which is kind of a setback. But if you already have the mythic you want, then it's better to do this, because then you can get your devil fruit. That's how I did it. If you come up here, you can do your SS rank quest, which is pretty useful. But this boss here, you're gonna have to be way stronger, but I recommend getting his cloak, like a decent one, like legendary or mythic. This thing isn't really that required, but at your level, if you're at this island watching this, then this would be really useful. He gives all three, but he has way more HP than like the rest of these guys, way above. So gotta be pretty good to do that one. Next, we got Soul Society area. Starting off with spiritual pressure. Pretty simple. I mean, get it from mostly every NPC here. So just grind the strongest one that you can kill that still gives pressure tokens. Like right here is a good spot. See what I'm saying? Get all four of these. Depending on how much damage you can do, you could also come over here and you could get the Zanpakuto Toe tokens, because in my opinion, those are more worth it because they give you a lot of damage. So standing right here or right there if you have shorter range, you could get your Zanpakuto Toe tokens. But yeah, other than that, you just need Ritsu, or however you say that right, Ritsu, whatever. Again, you could kill this guy, the boss, for your Zanpakuto tokens. But your Ritsu thing is right here. Now, pretty simple. Again, just kill the boss, or not boss, whatever NPC is strong enough for you that gives what you want. It's probably Rukia. Now, very similar situation to the last area. There's a secret boss here, an SS rank boss, that gives all three, but again, way powerful. Now, if you're like maybe Cursed School or Slayer Village, you actually do want to come back here and grind this guy. The reason is because he has the Purple Trader aura, and that is really good, and it's the best energy-based aura until Solo Island. Solo Island has a better aura, but nothing else really has an aura that's as good as his for leveling up your energy. So, next island. Cursed School. So, when you get to the Cursed School, you want to come over here, back here, because there's three things over here. This ties into your weapons. So say you get 5 of any given weapon, right? Let's just do this, right? Get 5, you got 50 million money. All you gotta do, activate that, and then you get a tier 1 sword. Where is it? Right here. So this upgrades it a little bit. My Aquarius Edge is tier 3, but I'll show you how to do the other tiers. Pretty much the same process. Okay, so the first power is right here. The curses. So for curses, I think you can grind these guys way over here. Yes, you can. This is the best spot. I love using this spot. Get it right, then you can get all of them. There we go. As you can see, I can get all of them. This gives me both of the things that I need here, the progression that's over there and the curses that are right there. So it's pretty easy because it gives a lot. But this curse progression is actually pretty difficult to do because its max level is really high. Max level for this curse progression is 410. Alright. Now it does give a lot of good buffs, but it takes a long time to max out. So also, if you want to do the boss, have one less of the legendary bosses, I don't know how to say this, but this one, right? but you're pretty much replacing 2 of these guys with the boss. That's pretty much what I mean. You can stand right here, but that's only if you like, I guess, want to grind the boss for quests or money, souls maybe, I don't know, whatever reason you have. Now this next part is actually very important. So if you come all the way back here, right, for spawn, right, you take a right, for these bushes, you got Sukuna. This is gonna make every process better. As you can see right there, you can see it. 25% more drops. Like the drops that you get are better. If that makes sense. Say usually like you get like five tokens or something. You get 25% more tokens along with the 5 tokens. So it's very useful. Gives a lot of extra tokens for you. Like, I mean, or just earlier I was grinding these ones here. This is like 10 minutes of grinding. I got these ones. This is like, I was doing this earlier. Got a lot of those, but these is just like 10 minutes grinding. It's very, very quick. Alright, so now we're moving on to Slayer Village. Immediately take a left. Got your tier 2. And you just need 4 of your like given swords. So for here I need a Doom Soul. You need 4 of the tier 1s, which is 20 20 of whatever sword. So say you have 20 various edges, right? You can make a tier 2. Now the next one, the next sword thing, is way over here. This one's pretty simple as well. You just need 1 more tier 2. So 2 tier 2s. So in total you need 40 of any sword of your choice to make it a tier 3. Anyways, so for Demon Hearts, standing right here and right here are good spots, depending on what you want to do. What else is here? Forgot. Oh yeah, breathing. Breathing's important, very important. Right here, if you could get all 3, but I don't think I could get all 3. Yeah, I can't. So you just want to go for 2. 2 of these guys here. If you can't kill these higher level ones, then like you could come back here like to the Nezuko's. Right about here. Alright. Or the Zenitsu's right here. But the breathings are extremely useful because they give your sword. So I'll just enchant the Doom Soul. Right? They give it something. Like love breathing. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah. 0.35x damage multiplier. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, so I think that's it for this world. This world's pretty simple, but actually very useful. So you're going to be using this breathing technique every time you need to get a new sword. I have water breathing, which is the second best, I think, breathing. Let me check, actually. Yeah, second best breathing. And I have cryokinesis, which is the mythic for the demon arts. So, pretty much done with this world myself. Next is Solo Island. So here you can actually get a better aura for your, like, your energy, I think it is. If you run all the way back here, go right through here, then run this way, you'll find a secret boss all the way down here who has a stupid amount of HP. Alright. He can give you his avatar and then the statue aura. Gotta see the specs on it. I think it's 0.75. Okay, well, let me view it. There we go. A 0.75. This is pretty decent as well if you would want to use that. They also give all 3 tokens here, so it's pretty nice. But if you're just here to grind the tokens, then the best spot is not here, surprisingly. It's actually right over here because they're closer together, but it's the same amount of HPs. Not HPs, NPCs. Right? So if you stand right here, you can get like way more stuff. Now, what's good about getting all these is because you have 2 progressions here and 1 token-based thing. You have this progression. Actually, should probably spin these real quick. See what I get. Hopefully, I can max it out. I think this one maxed out at 200. Yep. So as you can see, max that out. 50% crit damage boost, really good, and 2x damage boost. It's very, very good. Then you have your reawakening right here. This one maxes out at 210, I believe, but it also is harder to max. Hopefully I can max it. Yep. So got that. It gave it 2.1x. Pretty good. To energy, by the way. 2.1x to energy. Then you come over here. Now it'd be really nice if you could get national level hunter, but you know, we can't always get what we want. So I'd recommend going for the mythical, then saving up a ton, which is what I'm doing now, and then trying to get national level. I'm gonna save up about 20k before I spin for the national level. You know, just to make sure. So Clover Village, probably the most confusing and somewhat annoying area of the game. So over here you have your your water-based NPCs, right? So the Megna, I guess, and Noelle. Those give you water. These Finral, sorry if I'm saying these wrong. These ones give you wind, and Asta gives you wind as well. Which is weird, because his brother, who has wind, gives you fire. Which always confused me, but whatever. But this guy also gives you Grimoire, so if you're going for Grimoires, you'd want to stand just about here. If you don't have as much range as I do, you can stand like right here and get both. Get your fire tokens and your Grimoires, which I forgot to show you actually where the Grimoires are at, so I'll show you that right now. Right here. Cost, I think, 250 billion or 500. I don't remember. But again, go for the mythic. It's way more useful just going for the mythic. And then saving up a ton, which obviously I have not been doing. We have 2 Grimoires, but whatever. Then spinning for your time magic after you save up, but I'd recommend just going for this. You could probably get this in like 1 to 2,000 spins. Pretty easy to get the mythicals in this game. Doesn't take much time at all, actually. So you have this here. I think this one's 50 billion. I think this one is, I think this one's 75, and that one's 100. But I might be wrong. I don't really remember. But you have your water here. It's just a basic progression, pretty much. This one maxes out at 100. The wind one maxes out at, I think, 10. Yeah, it maxes out at 10. Wind maxes out at 10. But it's like way more rare to level it up, so it takes kind of a long time. Fire levels up at 100 as well. You have your boss over here. He has a, if you're in this area, you probably want to get this. His avatar, pretty good. He gives fire and grimoires, as well as, lastly for this area, you got your final boss, which is the SS rank and is unrequired to get one of the world keys. You don't really need to kill the SS ranks to go to the next world, but it's pretty useful to do it. So if you turn your sprint off and the auto clicker off, you can make your way up this ladder, and you can see this guy. Again, way too difficult for me to kill. Oh my gosh, I gotta go over here. Hopefully it works. There we go. So 14,000 for the avatar, gives fire and wind and grimoires. Pretty good, but he has a stupid amount of HP. I can't even kill this guy. Take me like a couple hours to kill that guy, but that's besides the point. So for the last area that I can show you guys, because it's as far as I've been, is this world here. So honestly, right off spawn, you have 2 great spots right here and less great right here. It's kind of hard to finagle it to get all three, but you can if you have a good enough range. So this spot is a little easier. I mean, I guess you have this one as well. Pretty much just the same thing there. So these guys are going to give you your chakra progression, which is behind your range 2 progression. So if you're able to level this up, your range just goes up. Pretty simple. Chakra progression's right here. Actually have a few of those. I have no clue what this maxes out at, but I'm guessing 100 to 200. Sometimes they go over 200, so it might be. But yeah. Right up here you get your power eyes, and a lot of NPCs give power eyes. The boss here gives power eyes. This character here gives power eyes. I'm not sure if Kakashi does. Let me go check. Kakashi does not give power eyes. If you want to grind Kakashi, you can stand like right here. I don't think I can get all 4 with my range, I guess. Guess not. Could just get 3. But I'm not powerful enough to do that right now. So then, yeah, this is your power eyes. This one is extremely good, but you're probably never going to get this, honestly. Eternal Eclipse Eyes I would not recommend getting. I'd recommend going for the Eclipse Eye because it gives you more energy. Money isn't all that useful, but you can swap between them in your inventory, so I guess getting all of them would be useful. But if you get your Supreme Eyes, you're set for life because these are super good. They give you everything. Eternal Atomic is also pretty good, but not as good. Let's see if I get some good. Titan Defense is for the last world. I'm not powerful enough for that. Well, I don't want to drag out the video longer than it needs to be. But yeah, pretty much that's it. You know, it doesn't take all that much time to level up in this game. I've only been playing it for like 2 days, I think. 2 or 3. Maybe 4. I don't know. I've been playing it for a decent amount of time. But yeah, that's to the extent that's the best spots to grind that I know of. Oh, wait a second. Forgot to show you guys this thing over here. Whoops. Right over here, jump over the gate. I guess you could come through the road, but that's boring. You have your SS rank. He gives the, I think this is an item. But he has a stupid amounts of HP. It's like unnatural. He's got a pretty good avatar. It gives your chakra and eye tokens, so it's pretty good. Way too weak to kill this guy. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Definitely check out this game. It's called Anime Eternal on Roblox. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a good day.